Morning, everyone. Happy voting day. Hope you're all out there casting your ballots, making wise choices for our country's future. In the meantime, I'm going to help you make some choices on how to doctor up your website, make it look right, make it look good. Let's go ahead and dive right in with some home-based inTouch here. Here we are at the good old NRT gateway logging in. Let's go right over here to the dashboard. Let's start there. Let's just get in there. What I want to do to start off with, I want to spend some time on your site. So let me pull up mine real quick. Just so we'll do a quick overview of the site and then where we're going to go to edit that site. So again, our interface, really kind of cool. Our interface is very much like the Google interface, where you come here and hey, just start typing something in. That's our goal. Of course, we have the home, search, sell, communities, the Market Insider. Now remember that Market Insider report is only given if you are a pro user. Otherwise, it'll just say local. I think it just says local on there. Of course, the blog, the company. Oops, I messed that up. Sorry, I hit the new tab button there. Somehow I swiped it. Let's just try this again. There we go. The blog, again, the company does that one for you, don't forget. So as a pro user, you do get the blog piece, the about, and then as a pro user, you get the option to make some additional tabs, and that's my additional tab. On the home screen, if you scroll down, you can see we've just got our contact information, our pages here, and then I've got just a few videos. I want people to see that, hey, I utilize video. So I've got just a few in there. I've got some staging videos in there and a little bit about myself. Now it looks like this has recently formatted wrong, so I'm going to have to take a little look at that and reformat this. I'm not sure what's going on there, but we'll take a look at that. Is it full screen mode? Let's go back to the search piece right here. So now your clients can come in here and create their own search, start putting that information in there, fill in the area, the price, the beds, the baths, the subdivision, any of that stuff. If they actually have the MLS number, boom, they can add that right there as well. We've got some additional information down here about ourselves and our company. And this piece you can kind of tweak in the back end of the site. I like to keep it pretty broad. I don't want them putting too much information there because less information, the more likely they are to have more opportunities and see more inventory. We go here to the sell position. What's my home worth? We love this. We love it when they fill this out. We get that email and then get the free report. They send it to us. We reach out and do that. We've also got some additional information in here on my sell page. So again, I've said, hey, I use professional YouTube. Really, I want you guys to really showcase the listing rewards piece. It's such a vital piece to win listings at the listing table and then continue to get additional information and additional clientele and additional listings by utilizing that piece. So I've got some of those videos in here. I talk about, hey, come get me my top secret marketing plan, some truths about sellers, so just a little information there. We've got our communities piece. So obviously I work Northern Colorado, so I've got our major communities up there, put in there, and they're all kind of highlighted on there, so that's nice. People can go right to that. If they click on beautiful Windsor, Colorado, there we go, it just zooms them in on the map, so now they can do that, and they can search for homes in Windsor. Really kind of cool. And here is some listings in Windsor, right here. Let's go back to Market Insider, the next one. And again, this is a really great piece. So if you have someone considering relocating here to Colorado, this is one of the places I always send them. I said, hey, go to jasonkingery.com and click on my Market Insider tab if you're looking for some information, one, about the market, about the community, the schools. You can compare areas, and it talks a little bit about the inventory and property ownership. So you can see, 44%, 35% vacant. I don't know necessarily know that's right. That's for Estes Park there because I'm in 80517. And that may be true in the wintertime in Estes Park, especially with Highway 34 closed right now. Whatever zip code you put in here, so 80517, that's Estes Park, you can put in whatever that is. So just tell them, you may have to give your clients that zip code if they have specific areas, and tell them, okay, great, I'll get you the zip code. And then here's the trends for Windsor, and you can see it continues to go through there. They can also get specific community information, incomes by households, education levels, crime risk, weather risk. Yeah, gonna get hail, gonna get tornadoes there in Weld County. Meet age, married, number of homes with children. So if you're looking for more family, friends, grocery stores, that kind of stuff. We go right on across to local schools. Now, outside of this, there is 2 other school sites that I recommend, and you might want to jot these down. One of them is called schooldigger.com. It's kind of got some nice information in a little different format. And other than School Digger, the one I would recommend, of course, is greatschools.org. That also has a lot of the school information as well as the ratings and test scores, etc. So it's got, here's where the schools are located. Here's the elementary schools, the middle schools, the high schools, etc. Let's go on across to the blog. And here's the blog, and it's just going to go, it's going to change. They're going to update this for you every month. So I haven't seen the September one yet. Usually if they show up at the end of the next month, so it should show up any time now. We've got the About tab, a little bit about yourself. I need to go in and make this a little more image-based, but at least we've got some verbiage on here about myself. And then we've got the Jason is cool. And so I'm slowly starting to add more images into my site. So I want to do that with my About and my Jason's cool awards and stuff like that you've got in there. I've got some, as you can see, some testimonials in there as well. So okay, so now you know what your site looks like. How do we get into the back end to make this site appealing to the consumers, to make this site work for you? So let's go back into the inTouch. And right over here on the right side, they don't make it very easy. You'd think it would be right across the top here. But it's really the easiest thing. You go right over here to your name and scroll down to website. Click on website. It's going to open that up. And it's got some choosing your layouts, your themes. Your site is fully mobile now. That has recently come about. You do have the Cool Banker site that's mobile, but now your inTouch site is also mobile. You can change the colors. Obviously, you want to keep with the big blue here theme. Site images. This is that home screen. So you can see on my home screen, if I just go search, I've got my site, and it's kind of this iconic sign, welcome to colorful Colorado. If you've ever driven into this state, you've seen that sign at one of our major entryways. So that's my piece. Now you can make this whatever you would like. You can edit this image at any time. And if I click on edit, and let's say I want to put a different file, we've got some pre-drafted ones here that are here if you want to use any of these images. I thought we had a Denver skyline on here somewhere, but maybe we don't. I thought we did. Yes, there's the Denver skyline right there, I believe. You can use that. There's the Denver City Park. But you can also choose your own file. So if you've got your own great image, mountain images, whatever it is, neighborhood, the thing about it, the really important piece is right up here, you'll see it says 1920 wide by 768. That is the exact size of pixels it needs to be in order to fit properly and show up on that page. One thing I really want you to think about in doing that then is to make sure that you have a landscape-based image, not a portrait-based image. A portrait image will look very disproportionate when you stretch it out to 1920. So really think about having a landscape style of image. And all you have to do is choose that file location, wherever that may be. You can select it, and maybe you want to change it to this really pretty winter scene. And the other thing is I see a lot of people who change that scene excuse me, based on the seasons too. You know, we get all 4 seasons here in Colorado. So I would just open that and load that picture in there. What I would want to do before I open it is I'd want to make sure that that picture is resized the proper size to the 1920 by 768 with whatever program you have on your computer to resize it. If you don't are familiar with one, there's a program you can download from cnet.com, and I'll have Katrina put, sorry about that, Katrina. I'll have Katrina put that in the notes there. But it's cnet.com, and the program's called InfranView, INFRAN View. And download that program. It's got a really easy resize, resample thing, so you can make pictures to the exact size if you have an older computer that doesn't have that on there. All right, let's go back over here. So that's our site image for our home screen. Now, we also have our pages section. So you only have a certain number of pages as a non-pro user. As a pro user, you get to create many other pages. So I've got my home page that I can edit at any time. You can put those pictures in there, add some meta tags for descriptions, and then click Save. Whenever you make any changes in here, be sure to click Save. That's very, very important. It will not save, and it takes sometimes a minute or two to update it. So after you've made a change, click Save, and you can always click right there. It says View Your Home Page. So if I want to click back on it, boom, I go right back to my home page and take a look at it. Right back in here. You can name the page whatever you'd like. You can add a new page. So let me show you another page. This is just a test page. So I want to show you how to put the images on here because I think this is a really important piece. In here, it's a little tricky. So right here it says Insert Editor Image. And when you click on that, you know, what you're used to seeing is a file, is search files or something from your choose file, if you will, to find an image that you have saved on your computer. In this program, they actually want a specific source for the image, not the actual image itself. So there's a program you can use, and again, I'll have Katrina put this on the tabs there, but it's TinyPic, tinypic.com. And TinyPic will allow you to change that image into a source code, if you will, for installing it. So if I go right here, so I went to tinypic.com, and right here at the top it just says Choose File, and I search for my file, and here we go. We've got this great House 1 picture. I'm going to click Open. Now that file's open, and now I want to upload that file. So just great big green button, and I click Upload, and occasionally it has a small commercial you have to watch. That's just the price of free. But the one you're looking for is right down here, and it says Direct Link for Layouts. So I want you to select that whole thing and copy that. Command-C. Copy that, and then I go right back into here, and I click on this, and I put the source, and I paste that in there, and then I click OK. And then boom, there's that great looking picture that Katrina had stored on here for us. And the other cool thing is like, hey, well, that's just too big. I don't like that. So, well, you know what? Make it smaller. Well, that's just too small. I don't like that. So make it bigger. You can just resize it however you're doing in there. Keep in mind, you press Enter, you'll get it below there. If you want something, if you wanted to put something before that, make sure that you hit a return at the top before you put the picture in there. Because you have a hard time, for some reason, getting the cursor back up to the top. And let's use the arrow key. The arrow key should get you back up there, but sometimes it doesn't look great. Now, so let's, maybe I want to put some text in there. Real simple. We just start typing. Perfect ski home. You do have a few editing functionality pieces on this. You can bold that. You can indent it or increase indent. You can change the text color. So let's say I want to make that red, background color, orange, red and orange. Probably not the two best background colors there. Oops, I don't have anything selected. There we go. Sizing, you do have some sizing pieces here under the font family and font sizes. So if you don't like the font, highlight it. Okay, let's shake it and change it to something else. I like something relatively square, the old traditional, you know, Arial type of stuff, Comic Sans, whatever it is. And then, of course, you can change that size too. If you want to create some paragraphs with headings, you can do that as well. If you want to create a list, You can do that via numbered list or a bullet list and start adding your stuff in there. Really kind of a cool thing to do here. Put any text before or after it. So let's walk through that one more time just so everybody's got it. We're going to click on edit image. We know, oh gosh, we've got to get our source. We're going to go to TinyPic. We're going to search for an image. Let's go back to the beginning. I'm going to choose a file. And I'm going to go to this house number 2 here. And I'm going to click open. I'm going to upload that. So here's the price of free. Occasionally, like I said, they have a commercial. And it says, click to reveal the security code. So we have to listen to this really riveting commercial about how to lower our blood pressure. And then right there is, see, please enter Januvia. I'm not sure what that is. Januvia. Oops. Jan. Oh my goodness. So you do have to type that in. I'm glad this showed up so you guys know. You're like, oh my gosh, something's not working. They just want you to put their little promo code in there. Like I said, that's the price of free. And then here is your direct links for layout. And I will copy that. And I'll go right back in here and I'll get open that and put that source code in there. Command V. And remember, wherever you have your cursor is where that's going to go. So let's see where it showed up here. There it is, right below us. And again, you can edit the size on that as well. Really cool, kind of nice thing to do. Make sure you do any editing of the pictures before you put them in here. Like this one's really tall, so you think, gosh, I'd like to crop it, but it's going to kind of keep that constraint, so it's always going to look tall on this top of this. So remember, you can't resize, resample, and do any of that afterwards. All right. At the bottom of this, you'll see we've got SEO titles and descriptions. Set your page titles and descriptions that will display in search engine results. The default page titles and descriptions follow best for practice search engine optimization. Changes may affect your website appears in website results. Get more help on SEO. Customize your SEO titles and descriptions. So here you are. You can change any of this stuff. When you change that, it walks you through what it looks like for your titles and descriptions on your page content. Really neat thing about this is when you have questions, when you go to their training center, this training and support center, they'll walk you through just about anything. A lot of times with really great screenshots, occasionally a video, but it's usually pretty cut and dried. If you just follow the steps, you can make it happen for you. All right, I'm not going to save that one. We'll just let that go. Go to the next one is the blog posts, and you can see that's a pro user feature. If I want to add a new blog post, I can do so. I'm not a real big blogger. We have an article library here. Targeting realtors, thank you, greetings, real estate. Full, large, medium, small. How to buy a HUD home. Boom, I just wrote a blog article just so you know, just like that. I am done blogged on that thing. It talks exactly about how to buy a HUD home, category real estate, and save. Looks like you've inserted an article without providing additional or unique content. Having the same content as another article on the web could hurt your SEO website. Please add some of your own words. So, they want me to add a little bit of my own words. Contact me today for all your HUD home needs. There we go. I've added my own words. Let's see if it'll save it now. So you can see it doesn't need a lot for it to go to there, and now I've got an additional blog post on there. And that didn't take me very long to write. I don't do anything with the footer piece. Let's go down here to the community served piece. I do want you to go ahead and enter in all those zip codes in those areas that you work. You can see I've got them in here. When it shows up, it'll just be basically blank. Sort them, actions, and then it'll be blank, and then you just click add a community. Any place that you're looking, you'll type it in there, you'll put in the page, and you'll add that community page. If you want to add an image to that community, you can do that as well. Name of community, and then the zip code. Down here to partners, you can add any of your primary partners. I just haven't got around to this. I probably need to do this. So obviously I'll add my Guardian Title partner, my Axiom Mortgage person, AHS, all those people, we can add them into our partners. Recommendations is another great thing. We want to get recommendations. We want our clients to be getting those, and we want those posted on our site. We have web analytics as a pro user. I don't spend a lot of time in here. I don't dwell on the analytics of this, but you can see what you're getting as far as kind of the deep dive analysis, what Google says on your clicks. Search fields, we had talked about this earlier when we were referring to when they are searching for a home. You can see I've got it. You know, I don't do a lot of commercial. I don't do manufactured mobile home, not a lot of farm and ranch, multifamily. So I've got some different property, primarily property types that people look for. Residential, new shell, I don't do any lease or auction. And you can have some optional search filters. Subdivision and any remarks is always good. This stuff, I don't want them to drill down too much. Again, like I said, I always want them to have more options. Search areas allow the visitor to search all areas of my property, of course. Visitor registration. So a value of 1 is recommended for optimum results, but you may enter a value of 0 to 99. The only reason I have mine set at 99 is that I'm training on this all the time and I don't want to log in every time I'm in the middle of a training session. But if this was just for real estate use, absolutely, guys, have those people using a 1 and make them log into your site. Because let's face it, if they don't log in and you don't have any way to follow up with them, just because they're spending time on your site, it doesn't do you a lot of good. If you want to, give them 3 or 4, give them a taste. But you really want to have that person to follow up with. I think you're really missing out on it if you don't. You can create a search widget. So it says, drive traffic from other sites or blogs by using the search widget. When users click search, they will be taken to your website to see the search results. So if this is something you want to put, I'm not sure if anyone's tried putting it in their email signature page, but I would think you could probably put it in your email signature just by utilizing the code down here and put it in your email. Say, hey, you want to search homes right now? Click here, and then it will take them to your site. And you've got a couple different sizes. You've got a small size, a medium size, and a leaderboard size. So whatever you want to put that. All right, so that's kind of your site. Let's go into my account, the next session. A lot of this will already be filled out for you once you join the company. A lot of this is already on here. You'll just want to make sure that it's all correct and the email addresses and everything are correct. You'll want to go in here and add all your social media accounts. So at the bottom of all these it says add. That's where you put it in here. If you need to edit, you'll click to the bottom of here. You want to add social media, add listing agent, MLS ID. Your profile pictures on here as well. And again, this is under the My Account. The office information. This should all be here for you, but just confirm, yep, that's my office number. There's my fax number. Perfect. Activity alerts. Yep, I want all that stuff turned on. You can edit that. MLS administration. So we all have, our MLS has a certain office ID code and everything. You want to make sure that that's handled, and your OA can give you a hand with that as well. Orders, if you're ordering anything, any other print materials, billing, and shipping. Lastly, the email piece. You do want to create your email signature. This will be one of the first things you do, because if you are putting your potential new buyers, sellers, or investors on drip campaigns, you will want them to get the email from you, and you'll want to have your email signature at the bottom so that they can be in contact with you. We also have a quick text reply, so if someone is reaching out to you from the system and you click, hey, I want to contact them via text, we've got some stuff we can ask for. This would be the quick one that would go for you. I've activated your account to be able to send addresses home, excuse me, on the MLS to search them, yada, yada, yada. We have some templates as well, and it's talking about you. So this would be your automated response, excuse me, your quick response on this. Registered on your if they've registered on your website, then this is the autoresponder that sends back. If they manually entered something in here, this is just a standard one I have. Initial contact wizard. Hey, if they've logged into the site and started poking around, you can follow them there. So you see we've got some instant ones that are already written there for you to send back for those templates, for those emails, for your online inquiries. And you can put some text in there as well. I have all mine pretty much just based on verbiage. All right, we're going to go over one more thing that I want to spend some more time on, and we touched on it last week, and I'm starting to hear about more people using it and having success with it, and that's with the campaigns. So I want to go to my campaigns, and these are campaigns that I have active online. So you can see I've got quite a few campaigns already active that I'm using. What I want you guys to do is start thinking about when you meet someone at an open house, when you meet someone, you know, during the holiday seasons here at the Christmas parties, and they say, hey, you know, keep in touch with me. And maybe they're just saying it to be polite, but boy, I'm going to take it seriously, and I am going to be keeping in touch with them. And I'm going to be doing it in one of two ways. I'm going to be doing it right here on my inTouch, or I'm going to be utilizing the market data reports, the market reports that Todd Moyer is going to be going around to all of your office here in the next month, showing you how to use those market reports. Those are super slick. I really encourage you to get in there and spend some time learning those market reports. If you haven't had the time to get in there and get to Todd's class, then maybe you want to go in here, because we can always find out how to set up a campaign in here. So in here we've got our campaign templates in our Marketing Center. And so they just keep adding. So when I first started doing these, doing the inTouch training, we had about 72 as a pro user. Now we have over 90 different templates. Best bet home improvement. So maybe you've got that fix and flipper guy, and you met him at an open house, or so. Well, you know, I like to buy, I like to flip, I like to do that. Maybe you can choose this template, and it talks about the best, the biggest money makers. So if you click on it, best bet. Here's what it looks like. Obviously, we know this kitchen remodel and a home theater. That might not be one that the builders are thinking about. We're like, gosh, you know, this house has an unfinished basement, perfect space for a home theater. Maybe he'll use that as his next thing to get that home sold for more money. And it goes through plumbing versus roof replacement, exterior paint versus beautiful gardens, entry room versus door conversions. I've got to think if you're a flipper, or if you're someone who likes doing those home improvement projects, you got that handyman guy, the Tim the Toolman Taylor fella, these might be a good one to be sending to them. Any changes you make, save and continue, and of course you can add any of the contacts on there and activate the plans. Just wanted to give you that quick reminder on these. Please do spend this holiday season meeting people and putting them on either, again, the market reports or the campaigns here. It'll give you the opportunity to be touching base with them all during November, December, and January. So when they've got that itch and they want to scratch it and sell their home in the spring, like so many people do, hopefully you will be the top of mind for them. Thanks so much for everything today, guys. Hope you have a great day. Hope you get out there and vote, and spend some time in here making your business better, making your website better. Have a great day.